So I was watching Poondav's videos and recently he uploaded this video where he recreated A24 Civil War map animation using geolayers in After Effects. But when I check out their prices, they're really expensive and I am broke. So in this video, I'm going to recreate my own style of this animation in Davinci Resolve on the edit page using one free tool called QGIS Maps. Also, I'll link down all the assets and folders so that you can follow along and you can make that animation as well. So it has 3 steps. First, you have to create the map layers in QGIS, then you have to put it all in Davinci Resolve, and then you have to give some final touches and your animation will be done. So if you want to do it on After Effects, go follow his channel and go see his video. It's really great. I do watch all his videos. So yeah, without wasting any time, let's get straight into it. Okay, so go to Google and search for QGIS. You'll go to this link and click, scroll down, select download now. Download the Mac OS or the Windows or the Linux or anything. Click on download and it should download. After you have installed the QGIS app, now QGIS is a very powerful and intimidating tool. You can go and explore everything, but if you want to follow along, you can just create a new app project, double click on it. Okay, everything is white, you cannot see anything. So go to this coordinate section and select everything and delete it and write world. Hit enter. And this is your world map. That white color is the background and this is your map. Now we are doing this on the US portion. So what we are going to do is we are going to go and click on this icon and just drag the portion we want. This is the US portion, this is we want. In QGIS, you only get the country division. So if you come here to select the features, you can select all the countries like that. But there is no state division in this tool. To get that, you have to go back to Google and then search for USA GeoJSON. Now you'll come down to this link. I'll put the link in the comment as well. Now you'll go down to this US states. That's what you want, right? You just click on it and it will start download. I'll download it in desktop, make a new folder, and I'll call it the map layer. This will be our main folder. Hit save and it's downloaded. Now you have to go to that folder and you'll get this JSON file. All you have to do is just drag it in and it'll come up with this. Select on add layers and you have all the US by the state division. This bottom layer is your world map and then top this orange color is your US layer. Now you need the satellite image, right? Because in our reference image there is a satellite kind of data going on, the terrains and all. So to do that, come here on top, go to plugins, select manage and install plugins, search for quick map services. You'll get this one, click on it. On this portion you'll get the install plugin option. So install the plugin. After you have installed plugin, if you have done it for the first time, you have to do another thing. Go on top, go to web. You'll see this plugin that you just installed and there are these much map options, but initially there will be not these map options. There will be only 2, the OSM and the NASA. In order to bring all of this map option, you have to go down to settings, click on tiles, make it 8, go to more services and select on this get contribution pack. Go on top, go to web, select on quick map service and select on Google satellite data. You can use Bing as well, but Google satellite is what I'm going to use. Click on it and you have something. If you don't see it, it's actually in the layer type of way. So it's like on the bottom of everything. So if you uncheck both of the top layer, which is the world map and the state layer, you'll see the satellite data. To export the satellite data, all you have to do is go to on top, select project, new print layout. Make it the satellite and P for printing data. Click OK. Now you'll come up with this page. This is the artboard that you have. After you click on this artboard, you'll go to item properties and you have to make the size to your video size, which is 1920 by 1080 for me because my PC cannot handle 4K edit. So yeah, this is what we want. And also if you want like a random resolution, you can go to custom and do that as well. Click on background, decrease the opacity so there is no opacity on the art. Now you'll see this add map tool. Click on it and just snap it like that. Your map is rendering and it's rendered perfectly. Now everything is done. To export this image, go on top, click on layout, select export as image, select close, go to desktop again, go to your folder, make a new folder, and we'll call it map clips. It will have all the clips that we want. Select create, make sure it is the PNG format, and hit save. It will ask for the DPI and stuff. Click save again, and your map is successfully exported. So this is our reference image. So there is this New People's Army, and this is all the states. So I have to select it manually. In order to select it, you just click on this tool, hold shift and select all the other states. That is our New People's area. Now to make it a separate layer, we are going to right click on this state layer thing, go to export, save selected feature as. Now here you have to first click on browse. I have to go to your folder, make a new folder, call it data, hit create, and in save as, call it New People's Army. Click save, click OK. Now suddenly you'll see the color have changed and a new layer have been added. But there's one thing, in the reference image there is no state-wise strokes in there, right? In order to remove all the strokes, double click on this square on the New People's Army layer. You'll come up with this color tab, go to shape fill, and here in stroke style, click on it as no line, hit OK. Now there are no strokes. Don't worry about the color because we can do that in our edit, so just pick random color. You can hide this New People's Army layer and we can go to our state layer. Now we can keep on selecting other layers as well. Just like that, you have to just keep doing it. So you have all the 4 layers and the satellite data. So you only need this New People's Army, right? You have to just check the layer that you want to print and uncheck every other layers there are. So we want to do the New People's Army one. Just check this one. Go to project, new printing layout, call it New People's Army P for the printing layout. Click OK. Once again we are back at this. Click on this artboard, change the resolution, click on background, reduce the opacity, click on this tool, drag it like that. Your map has rendered. Go to item properties and uncheck this background tool so that it becomes completely transparent now. So there are 2 backgrounds that you have to remove. One is from the artboard, which is this artboard, and another one is in the map. So yeah, both time you have to reduce the background. Now when you're done with it, go to layout, go to export as image, make sure it's PNG and it's in the map clips folder, select save. Again, click save and your image has exported successfully. Now do this for all these 4 layers. Now if we go to our map layer folder, there's the data and there is the map clips. If you click on it, these are all the map clips that you need. Now we are going straight into Davinci Resolve. Okay, now we are on Davinci Resolve. Let's import all the clips. Click on import media, go to desktop where your file is, go to map clips, select all of them, hit open. Now these 4 are the layers and the bottom one is the satellite data. So all I want you to do is to drag in that on the bottom. So the satellite data will be on the bottom and all the clips that you have seen, drag on top. Now first thing what I want you to do is drag all of them and go to effects and go to open effects, search for color generator, this one, drag on top. So you'll get a white blank canvas like a whole map of US. Right click on it, all the selected clips, click on new compound clip. Make all these 4 top layers and make it a compound clip, and the bottom layer will be the satellite one. Now what I want you to do, this is the important part, click on the satellite image, copy it on top of your compound clip. Now select the compound clip, go to inspector, click on this composite one and search for alpha. Nothing happened. Now select the top layer and go to composite mode again and select it as foreground. Nothing happened. Now if I remove the bottom layer, you will see that only this portion is kind of masked out. I will generally select on this, go down and reduce the opacity just like that much. So it's like kind of visible and also not visible. Now all you have to do is go to media pool, again drop down all the layers that you have, but let's select the colors. So I will go, this is the Western forces, so I'll select the Western forces and then I'll go to effects, open effects, search for Again, color generator, go to effects, select on color and change the color to kind of lighter version of green. Now what we are going to do is we are going to change the blend mode. So I will make sure I select all of them. I'll go down in composite mode, change it to whatever your preference is. For me, hard light works, so yeah, you can play with the opacity as well, but it's okay for me. Now what I want you to do is go to open effects and search for drop shadow and select all these bottom 4 clips and drag it on all of them to get that jagged look, right? We're going to select individual clip and just play with the values however you want, if it's a lot or not. Now if you disable all of this clip, you'll see the background clip is like real, but we don't want that. So we want something like dark green as the base. So we'll click on this compound clip and we'll just copy on top. We'll again drop another color generator on top of it, and I'll change this to kind of like green, like a dark green type of thing. And in the video I'll change this composition mode to most probably color and reduce the opacity. I'll play with the values whatever I want. This dark and look good. Hard light works for me here as well, so I'll put it like that. These are fine looking things that happened here. Let's add one adjustment layer. So adjustment layer is on top of all the layers. Now in that adjustment layer, I'll first search for this prism blur, and it's a lot, so I'll reduce the blur strength to 0. This aberration distance that there is, I will reduce it also, and I'll increase the strength to give that kind of look. I'll increase the vignette as well. I'll play with the normal values like that. When I'm happy with it, I will go and search for glow, and I'll drag it on top as well, and I'll change the spread value and the gain value. Now I'm going to search for scan lines and drag it on top as well. Now it's a lot, so I'll go and change the line frequency as much as I can. Also I'll reduce this global blend. I'll select the scan line again and I'll put it up again like that. In the second scan line, I'll increase the line frequency here as well, but here the angle will be 90 degrees to make that grid kind of formation that we can see right here. It's looking kind of sick. Now this is done. Now what I want to do, I want to play with one of the layers that we have on top with the opacity of it. I'll click on this opacity and I can play with the values. I will reduce the opacity, hit a keyframe, come to 1 or 2 frame, increase the opacity a lot. Again come to 1 or 2 frame, reduce the opacity, 1 or 2 frame, increase the opacity. Now if I right click and select copy and select all the top clip, right click and select paste attributes, I can select on opacity and all this animation will be applied to all the 3 clips. I will manually offset their values, so I can just change it like that, drag it, change it again like that and drag it, change it like that and drag it. So it will give an offset value which looks kind of cool. Now to do that shuttle zoom animation, I will just select on any of these and I will randomly just go to our zoom, hit a keyframe, go 1 or 2 frame forward, change it a little bit, go a little forward, change the values again. The changes will be very subtle, to be honest, so that it looks like a kind of a glitch kind of animation. So it'll be random, and the last one, whatever it is, I will change it to the default value, which is 1. Now I'm going to right click again, make copy, select all these top 3 clips, right click and click on paste attributes. This time I will select the zoom X and Y, here on apply. Now our animation is kind of done almost, but 1 or 2 things that I'll add is I'll search for something called the fast noise and I'll drag it on top of our adjustment clip and it makes it black and white. We're going to go to this effects, fast noise, and in this presets we can go for smoke. Now it's a white smoke. First of all, we're going to scale it up. Also second, we're going to go for color tint and we'll select green, but it will be like a dark kind of green effect that we want, just like that. If I go there, it's looking pretty dope because there is no space on top of this layer. I'll select all the clip, right click and make it a new compound clip and create it like that. Okay, now we have to do the text. To do the text, it's very simple. Now we have that total compound clip and the sticks clip, right? Now what we are going to do, we are going to select this clip text clip. Go to OpenFX, search for flicker addition and add on top of it. We are going to select it and click on gain, make the range a lot, increase the speed maybe, and decrease the smoothness, so it should look something like this. Now we want this thing to end somewhere, right? We are going to use this wheel to make the animation, so I will start it like that, and let's say I want to end it here, so I'll go to that timeline, time, make the blend, click on it and reduce it to 0, go 1 or 2 frame back, make the blend full. So this is what I'll get. Yeah, this looks fine. We need a drop shadow, so I'll search for OpenFX, search for drop shadow and drag on top of this, and I want to decrease the drop distance and increase the shadow strength, decrease the blur so that it's kind of visible, and then I'm going to click on video text and change it to whatever I want. So this is our loyalist states. When you're happy with your text, you can just reduce the size to your liking, however you want. This kind of looks cool. Now all you have to do is write all the text and just copy it over and over. Also, just to give that a weird, what is it called, time delay, I'll just do a random whatever I want, just like that. It will give a manual kind of delay so that you can see how it looks. So yeah, it was quite a lot of time, but we finally kind of did it, and this is the render, guys. Tell me how do you like it. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe and comment down anything you want. Also go check out Boon's channel. It's a treasure for map animation. Okay boys, thank you, love you, and bye.